question of what would happen if I didn't wash my hair for 2 weeks, and here's the process and results. Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. It's Nicole here, and today I'm talking about something a little bit different than what I usually talk about on my channel. Today I'm talking about my hair. So what happened is about 2 weeks ago, I just ran out of, I had shampoo that I got from before Corona, and I had brought it with me during my initial van life and everything. And then after a while, I noticed that my scalp was getting itchy, and I didn't understand why. I was like, there's not dandruff, I don't know what it is. And then as soon as I got into an actual family's place where I was staying and noticing more, then I realized that I was actually breaking out along my hairline. And what happens is that there's a thing called pomades that are in your shampoos sometimes, and they're a little bit more oily, and from what I understand and looked up online, it's that they can clog your pores, and so you can end up with acne around your facial line and in your scalp, and it can be itchy because of that. So I had thought okay, I found this good deal on a shampoo at TJ Maxx, this is great. But it turns out that it had ingredients in it that were quite harsh on my hair and on my scalp. And so I decided to not use that. But because we were in quarantine and I wasn't going anywhere, I decided that what would happen to my hair if I didn't actually shampoo it for 2 straight weeks. And so I just picked up shampoo today from Harris Teeter. There was a all natural one they had on sale for $3. And so I'm going to test it out today, but I first wanted to show you the results and tell you what I used before and what I'm going to use now for the time being, so that way you have a better idea and see what the results are. So I have some friends who have lived on sailboats, and I spent a week on a sailboat a couple years ago where you didn't get the opportunity to shower every day. And what happens is your natural accumulation of oils in your hair fluctuates, and so if you're washing your hair constantly and conditioning it, you're going to get super greasy if you go today, because your hair is used to having those oils washed away consistently. So when you initially switch to not washing your hair as often, from what I understand and what I've seen, is that your hair gets more oily. So what I did was I didn't completely stay out of the water. I was still able to get to the beach a couple times during these 2 weeks. So I was able to go in the water and go surfing. But then afterwards I rinsed off with fresh water. So I did take normal showers. I just didn't actually shampoo my hair. I used some conditioner on the ends, probably from about here down. And I just wanted to see what the results would be. So here's my hair. I haven't done anything to it in these 2 weeks. I will say, texture wise, it's got a little bit of thickness. You can kind of feel a buildup on it that needs to be rinsed out. So it definitely it doesn't look that bad, but it definitely is a bit oily. There's a lot of oil built up that I can feel when I'm running my hands through my hair, and it's not super soft like it normally is. So I think that has a big deal with not using shampoo can really make an impact. I have heard some hairdressers and stuff say about shampooing your hair every other day to kind of help balance out those oils. But in these 2 weeks I've noticed that it did get to a point where it just kind of plateaued. So the oils kept building, and then it just stayed like this. It hasn't gotten any worse in the past week or so. So the first week was okay, my hair's getting super oily, and then it was just okay, my hair's oily for a whole week. So these are the results. Not too bad. I would definitely say it's good to find some sort of something to use. I'll show you real quick what I did pick up and the shampoo that I used before that didn't work so well for me. So here's the shampoo that didn't work out so well for me. It's the one that caused me to break out because apparently I have sensitive scalp and hair, or whatever you want to call it. So this was Bedhead, which I think is a pretty reputable brand. I've seen people use it, it's great. Just didn't work so well for me, and I think it's because it's a pomade based one. So this was the Dumb Blonde. Initially it did make my hair really soft and smooth. The issue was that it kind of caused me to have a super itchy scalp, and it caused pimples all along my hairline. And usually my skin is really good because I generally eat pretty clean, and I hydrate, and I work out, and I always wash my face, so it's never really been a huge thing. And so for me it was really abnormal, and the only thing that I had really changed was my shampoo, and that was right before van life. But I think what prolonged it and made me not notice it as much was because I was traveling in a van, and so it's like you're kind of busy with that and you don't realize, because I was showering like every like other day or every 2 or 3 days, and so it wasn't like as big of a thing as when you're showering with this every single day, and that's where I really started to see like the issues pop up. The shampoo that I got is basically a really generic brand one, so I'll show that one to you now. Alright, and the shampoo that I'm about to use, I haven't actually tried it yet, so I don't know how it's going to work yet, but I'm assuming that because my hair is 2 weeks of not being shampooed, it could probably use pretty much any shampoo that's not super harsh. So I got this one. They had a bunch of them. I chose this one because it looked like, I don't know, it just looked clear, so it looked like it wasn't that many ingredients. Plus it says like silicone free, paraben free, and vegan formula, and then it says like pure clean fortifying shampoo and aloe extract. So it's like, this can't be too bad. And then on the ingredients itself, it like has like sulfates, which is your normal like soap type materials, but it didn't have anything that sounded super harsh. I didn't do too much background research. I was literally just walking in and seeing, oh, this one doesn't look too bad, looking and seeing that it didn't have all the harsh ingredients that the bedhead one did. So I think it'll do the job of cleaning my hair off. I don't think it's like that big of a thing. I just don't want to use one of those palmate based ones that causes my pores to clog and my scalp to get itchy. Anyways, I hope that's been useful to you. I'm going to show you in after I wash it so you can see like what it's like after not washing for 2 weeks, and then after I like have it dry again. And then you can see like what the difference is. It's basically that my hair just gets really oily, as anyone's would, and your hair has natural oils that can balance itself out over time. Now we just gotta wait for my hair to dry. Alright, so my hair is dried and these are the results. I didn't brush my hair, I just let it air dry. And this is without doing anything except for finally washing the shampoo and then using the regular conditioner. Not too bad. Nice and clean compared to what it was